What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna do Dragonclaw Valley on hard mode. I just want to show you guys a quick run through of what an actual dungeon looks like, rather than showing the Academy trial. So pretty much what this dungeon is, it's your basic dungeon. We have our one tank, 3 DPS, and one healer. Our team comp looks pretty good. We have Wind Knight, Frost Mage, Stormblade. I am the Heavy Guardian, and then there's the Verdant Oracle, who's the better healer, I would say. As far as like straight healing and burst healing, it just feels better to play with rather than the Beat Performer, who kind of focuses on more buffing the team as far as damage goes. Shield that real quick. Alright. So I'm just gonna try my best to not embarrass myself in this dungeon. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll see. But yeah, as far as my class goes, it's not difficult to actually tank in the game. This one, my main goal, I should say, is to keep my one ability always available for when I need to shield any heavy hits and whatnot. And there goes my teammate pulling more ads, hopefully. Yeah, so when they die, it pulls more aggro for me. Makes my job a little bit more difficult, but that's why we're here practicing and getting better, so that I can handle when teammates do things like this. So we have some good crowd control because of the Frost Mage. She kind of like locks him in there, or maybe she doesn't lock him in there, but I can see that circle, that whirlpool kind of thing. You know, it does a lot of damage to them. Frost Mage is a really good character. I think it's one of my favorite DPSs to look at. Probably wouldn't play it, but as far as like its utility and straight damage, just looks really, really good. Stormblade, of course, is for the weebs out there. You know, no offense to you guys, but I mean, you put a katana in the game, and obviously people are gonna play it. It's a really, really cool looking class, and it has a scythe. Like, come on, it's just. Oh, Banelord, this is amazing. Alright, so pretty much what the Banelord is, he pops up, you kill him, you get an extra chance at loot if you finish the dungeon. Ow. Okay. Dodge that. Yeah, this is really good. Oh man, I'm glad he popped up for the video. Alright, so that's the Banelord. Yeah, I spoke about him in my last video. He does pop up sometimes. Very rarely, by the way, but when he does, it's always nice for a chance at extra loot. Who knows, maybe you might get something better than what you were wearing, or you might get a gold piece that you never had before. That's always, you know, the icing on the cake, just to get our character stronger. Let me go revive my team. They're actually getting cooked here, but I could depend on the Frost Mage, that's for sure. Shield up. So just a breakdown of what my abilities do. My one ability gives me a shield and does a little bit of damage to them. My two ability allows me to stun them. My 3 just gives me damage mitigations and adds a little counter to this thing right here. Once this hits 20, I do like a front flip with my 2, and then that makes my 1 turn into an empowered attack as well. So it kind of just plays into each other. My 5 ability is like an invincible shield. It's like my favorite ability only because as a tank, there are a lot of tank busters in the game. Tank busters being something that could one-shot your team or the tank, depending on who it's targeted for. So you'll always want to have that ability available. You don't want to spam it too much. Like sometimes, you know, if you're in a dire situation, you're gonna spam it, but other times you need it to block to be able to survive certain hits in the game. So as far as my kit goes, so 1 shield, 2 stun, 3 damage mitigation with more damage. My 4 actually allows me to recover energy, which is this class's like MP system. For those of you that don't know what an MP is, it's like my mana bar, and they are pulling everything. I might die here, just a heads up. This is kind of crazy. I don't know why people play like this, because it's kind of messed up for the tank. We got to take on everything while they just sit there and take damage. And then if I die, that's when they start taking damage. So they don't know how much damage I take until I'm dead. You know, they don't know how hard it is to actually do the role of the most sacred role in any MMO, which is the tank. You know, the front line, the warrior. You know, there to soak up all the damage for the team. and we're just trying to survive and do the right thing. But you know, they pulled the entire room. We survived. We made it through. Luckily for us, but it's not. That's not always the case. I think what it is it's the recording luck. Once you know you're on camera being filmed, you're gonna play better than you usually do, or you just get into the flow state. I don't know how I'm doing it at the same time as talking over a video, but we will continue and go through with what it is. So this is the boss, Igorius. I think that's his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do not know. Igorius. Yes. So this boss is actually pretty damn easy in the game. I don't understand why they put him so, like, he came out today, right? In the progress for the story and for, you know, just dungeon runs in general. And he is extremely easy. I don't know why, like, they put him like so far into the story if they're gonna make him this easy. So this is a move I was talking about, a tank buster. This wouldn't kill me if I didn't shield it. However, it would leave me really, really weak to the point where the boss can just two-shot me with his claw attacks. Yeah, so you always want to defend against those tank busters. That move that it's summoned for them is like they stack it, or they don't have to stack it. I mean, they don't want to stack the damage, but you want to keep them in proximity of each other so you can kill them quick. It summons like wind sprites. You just kill them, pick up their item, you get a damage buff. It's really good, really helpful for DPS. And now it's just a free kind of like damage phase where we just have to kill his shield. Damage, damage, damage. I will ult it. Because why not? It's not like I do that much damage as a tank, but it's always fun just trying to pump as best as you can. But yeah, for anybody that plays this game and you play DPS, you should try out tank. I'm not saying like full-blown create a new character or change your class to do it as of yet, but sometime in the future you should try it out. It's actually a really interesting class. It makes you the leader of the mechanics sometimes, and that's always a good feeling, knowing that you can take charge and take lead on certain roles in the game. Like your team will try and get you killed by pulling the entire room, but if that's not happening, normally it's like really fun to just, you know, see how well you can mitigate damage and just do things to help your team clear the raid. Like this is another tank buster. We're gonna press our 5 skill to tank it. Boom. We dodged it. And they're doing a lot of damage. They actually broke him over there. Wow. So I'll go back. And we did it. And just like that, we killed Igorius. And yeah, that's my dungeon run for today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I will be making more dungeon content. Leave a like and subscribe. So we got the Bane Lord. This is huge. So you can pick whichever bracelet. So typically in another dungeon it would be like helmet, body armor, and a chance at a random slot, which can also give you a weapon. So it's also good in other dungeons. This one not so much, because all that drops in here are bracelets. But if you need bracelets, then yeah, this is your guy. This is the place, and this is your guy. Anyways, thanks for watching once again. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will come back to you with more content whenever I come up with ideas for more. I am a tank in the game, so if you play another role, I do not know. I'm not that educated on your role. However, I could still probably help with my base knowledge of MMOs and, you know, dungeoning and anything that you may need for building your character as best as possible. Remember, we're just trying to learn together and do the thing. You know, take care. Thank you.